Hello class, my name is Babite. Today we are going to see a very interesting lesson, which is quantifier. But the question we have to ask is this: what does a quantifier mean? A quantifier is a word or a phrase which is used before noun to indicate its amount or its quantity. Now we are going to see some examples of them. Some, many, much, a lot of, etc. Quantifiers with uncountable nouns. What does an uncountable noun mean? Uncountable noun, it is things that we cannot count, like water, like rice, etc. The examples of quantifiers that we can use in this situation: much, a little, very little, a bit of, etc. Example: oh, I drink much water. I cannot say I drink many water or I drink few water. No. Quantifiers with countable nouns. What does a countable noun mean? A countable noun is something that we can count. Example of quantifiers that we can use in this situation are many, a few, very few, or a large number of, etc. We have, a lot of quantifiers that we can use here, but we just take these examples. Example: I know many people in Polytechnic. I cannot say I know little people or I know much people, because people, the singular of people is person, and person is countable. Now we are going back to this slide. I want to just make something clear. Much. When we use much, when we use a little, when we use little, very little, etc. Much is used to quantify a large quantity of something uncountable. It's very important to emphasize uncountable here. Whereas a little is used when there is not a lot of something uncountable, but there is enough, meaning the thing is enough, but we don't have, a big quantity of it. And we can say also a little is between much and little. Little is the opposite of much. We use little when we describe a small quantity of something uncountable. And this thing is not enough. We have a very small thing that is uncountable. Little and very little are the same. We use them the same way. Now, we are going to see these terms: many, a few, very few, a large number of something, etc. Many is used to quantify a big number of something. Now it's needless to say a big number of something countable, because once I say a big number, meaning it is a countable noun. Few is the opposite of many, meaning here we have a very small number of something. But a few is between the two, between many and few. It means that it describes a certain number of something. A large number of something, as you can guess it is a big number, meaning it is just like many. We have a big number of something, a large number of something. Now we are going to see the prerequisite that you should have. You should know the plural of each word that you use. Otherwise, you will not be able to use these quantifiers. For example, food. If you have to describe, meaning you want to say many food, is it correct? Does it sound correct? No. We say many feet. And food is countable. I can say 2 feet or 4 feet or 5 feet, etc. And the other example that we are going to see is fish. Fish is invariable. It is unchanged. I can say many fish. I can say 1 fish. Likewise, I can say 2 fish. It is unchanged. But the bottom line is just to make you know, you have to know the plural of words that you use. Now, we are at the end of the lesson. Thank you so much for following.